the way.
We're wanted men.
I have spoken.
Welcome to episode 283 of the Smugglers Galaxy Podcast, your favorite Star Wars podcast for smugglers in the galaxy. I love watching Jason's reactions when I do the stuff. So here we are. Yeah, we're recording. It's Toy Fair Day.
Yes,
Toy
it
Fair
is.
week. It looks like there's some stuff going on. But Jason, how you
Lots.
doing? You good?
Lots. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm great.
You
great.
just don't sound great.
I'm great.
Yeah.
Can I fake it? Here's some energy.
Oh, isn't it though?
I'm
It's
glad.
Valentine's Day. Y'all got anything planned?
No, we went out last night and then
Okay.
she's packing and she's going to Florida for the week. So
Wow.
yeah, I made her a sign that says Mrs. W on it because that's what the kids call her at school. So she's got a little sign for her desk.
Oh,
But that's about it. I
That's
got some
about it.
M&Ms.
and some M&Ms.
I got some M&Ms.
Ooh.
How about you? You're going out to dinner.
Yeah, we're going out to dinner. That's about it. We don't really do Valentine's Day very big, but I guess we're like, let's go to dinner that day. So
Why not?
yeah, why not? It's the weekend. It's a Saturday, so
It's the freaking weekend.
it's the freaking week. I don't know the rest of the song, so
Baby, I'm about to have me some fun.
oh,
That's all I remember.
Okay, we better stop before we get canceled. So, because isn't that R. Kelly? Is that R. Kelly?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different kind of fun.
Yeah.
It's not my kind of fun.
Oh goodness, we are already off the rails, and we have only been
Yep.
recording for like a minute.
I'm trying to get back on. Oh, Josie had my phone while I was away.
Oh,
Interesting.
did she take pictures?
Yes. No, I was just pulling up photos of. I only got one thing this week, trying to get us back on track.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of frustrated because it's Disney's doing the Build-A-Droid series,
Yeah.
and I got the Protocol droid CU-28, but I missed the first droid, and then I didn't realize that the third droid was released at the same time as the second droid.
Oh my goodness.
And the first and third droid, all of them are sold out, so I can't even get back and get the ones that I missed. So I'm at the point is like, dude, I'm gonna quit. I'm not gonna get this one anymore.
That's what sucks about all that stuff. If you're not on top of it, you might as well forget about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting I got all kinds of emails I'm trying to go through because I got Hasbro stuff too. I know we got pictures from Toy Fair, but yeah, I hate that with the limited edition stuff because I do want to collect it. Or you do like, oh, I want to collect this, and then if you're not on top of it, then you end up paying double and triple for it. And I don't know, it's the age old. Is it the scalpers? Is it whose fault is it? Is it, you know what I mean? Because they
Mhm.
want to make the stuff collectible, but then again, it's just helping out the secondary market, not them. It's helping them out because they sell through their product, but it's the secondary market that's really flourishing from that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Not cool. Did you pick anything up?
No. Dinner tonight. I don't. If we, dude, it's.
I don't know why I asked because your passion for Star Wars is diminishing.
It really has. I do want it's not that my passion for Star Wars is diminishing. It's just I've gotten everything I want. And the things that I want are few and far between. I think everybody gets this way with their collection because when you first get into it, you're like, I'm buying all the stuff and I have everything that I can buy, and you've got a wide open world ahead of you, and then you get to a point with your collection where it's like I've got all the things, And the stuff that you collect, you're like, okay, do you want to check off the list? Like, Blue Snaggletooth, Final Cape Jawa, double telescoping Luke, all those things are, the only thing that's probably accessible is the Blue Snag, and those are still $200-300, 200-300 a piece. At DT Luke, you're looking at 2,000, and Vinyl Cape Jawa, you're looking at 1,000. So
At least.
that's on the low end of things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely hindered. I know. I mean, I do see the new stuff coming out. I am kind of excited that we're gonna get to see a new version of Zeb on the stuff, but for the Mandalorian and Grogu. But yeah, I don't want to say that I'm missing my friends. I miss, we it's been a while. We've hung out in December, but it
We need some meetups.
we need some meetups. I need to see my friends again. I'm hoping Toylano will spark it a little bit more. Because like in Bespin Prime, they've been doing what's the best thing you ever collected, and but every other one's is my friends. What's your best Star Wars find? And it's friends.
Yeah.
So I mean, I think I had a good time hanging out last weekend at the toy show. So I mean, I'm at the point I enjoy hanging out more than I do buying stuff.
Mm.
So it's not that my love for Star Wars has diminished. It's just my love for buying stuff has diminished.
Gotcha. Screw you, capitalism.
Unless I can find, and the stuff that I do find, it's expensive, and
Yeah.
then nobody's buying right now. So I used to be able to, you used to be able to buy stuff and sell it, and make a little bit of money, but now you're losing money. So it's like, why even bother try to sell stuff?
Right.
To purchase, because that's what my game used to be, is you'd buy something and I want to buy something else, and then you'd sell something, and you would have, that's how you perpetuated your collection. And now it's at the point, unless you're giving stuff away, people aren't buying. It's even like that on Deal or No Deal right now. They're trying to regenerate that, and the way they're doing it is they're like, okay, it's $100 minimum bid, and I think it's turning a lot more people off than on.
Yeah, I don't like when groups regulate what you say.
Yeah.
So posting $100 minimum bid is kind of silly to me, because just put it at everybody. There's a new rule, a minimum $100 bid. Do not bid below that, otherwise you'll be booted.
Right. No, I agree. And
It's just ridiculous for everyone to be posting minimum $100 bid, and it's $1,000 priced item.
Right.
It's no one's going to bid $100.
Right. I
It's a
mean,
stupid rule.
yeah, no, I get it. And I don't, yeah, that's what it should be across the board, and just say, okay, the minimum bid for everything going forward is $100. If you post under $100, and they may be making more work for the admin crew by doing that, but you're still making work for your admin crew by going through and looking if everybody posted minimum bid $100. Because we've got buddies that, we're in a chat with a bunch of collectors, and they're saying that their stuff's getting booted because they didn't put minimum bid $100, and it's, $1,000 item or something.
Silly.
It is silly. And I understand why they're doing it, because the last year or so, that it used to, when that group first started, it was such a good group, because you were getting stuff that you couldn't find anywhere else. And you had about a lot of big name collectors that were trying to turn stuff over, and were successful at it. And now you're getting people that are selling, TVC stuff that they, for a minute, it did feel like Target threw up on it. And that was a long time ago. And I think they got rid of that pretty quick. But I mean, it's at the point now where it's, no, I don't think anybody's buying and selling right now, or anybody's selling. The market for Star Wars is so soft right now, that nobody's successful at it. I mean, I saw a lot of Star Wars at the meetup last week at the Toy Swap, and I don't know how they were doing. But I think people are trying to get back to deals, and it's definitely people are watching their money. It's COVID is over, and people are being more careful with their money, and maybe people. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if, you could see it. We're both Disney fans, so you see it in that. Disney's begging people to come down. So is it the fact that they're under construction right now, or the economy's going to crap? What's going on with that? You know, I would have to lead it to believe that people are uncomfortable with things, the world right now, and they're probably just either A, holding on to stuff, or B, probably just holding on to their money.
Yeah.
And it's not a fun, I mean, I know it's not a fun conversation to have, but it's where I'm at. I mean, if I could sell some stuff, I'd be buying stuff. But right now, I don't, I've got to be careful because there's trips that I want to take, and I'd rather be taking a trip than buying Star Wars or buying collectibles. I mean, we do buy stuff every now and again, but you know, if I find something cool that I can justify, that's what we're doing.
And that's why Glenn hasn't had pickups in a while.
I mean, I'm sorry, the
In
floodgates opened,
conclusion,
and I
yeah,
just
I
was
know. I
like,
see that.
boom, here you go, Jason. You want to know my feelings? Here's my
There we
feelings.
go. There you go.
But and I think there's a lot of people that feel that way right now.
Yeah.
I mean, people are spending money. I just don't think it's on collectibles.
No, a lot of people are holding money too.
Yeah. And you've got stuff like, you know, that little event that we're putting up in May. And you got Star Wars Celebration next year, and I think there's a lot of things that people are holding off to go to room sales. There's Xenia coming up in a couple of weeks, so the people that can afford to travel to go to these toy shows are holding on to their money uh, and buying stuff. You know, making war chests to go to those shows.
Yeah. I don't know how to pivot out of this.
I don't know either. Speaking of toys,
Speaking of toys, people don't want to buy because the economy is too expensive and toy prices are raising higher than we are comfortable with. Toy fair.
Toy Fair.
I saw
Oh,
someone put talking about the trailer from last week again about Mando and Grogu because all this stuff we're about to reveal is all Mando and Grogu.
right.
And they said something like, "I want to congratulate Disney on their trailer for Mando and Grogu for reminding us of Budweiser."
Yes. I had posted on one of those. I was like, who wants a Budweiser now? And everybody was like, ew.
Yeah, but I mean, you're making fun of Budweiser. You're making people think of Budweiser, you're not making them think of the movie. But
No. Because
they do have,
that's what I thought it was a Budweiser
yeah,
commercial.
yeah. It wasn't a very successful in terms of it, making people aware of the movie. It was just somebody who's just kind of passively watching it could think like, "Oh, Budweiser used Mando and Grogu, cool."
Right.
Um, but yeah, because of Toy Fair, there's a bunch of stuff that's being revealed. I saw the Micro Galaxy stuff, but I was in a rush to get here that I didn't really have time to copy down everything.
Hmm.
But I know that there's a Clatoonian, maybe that one's old, a Clatoonian pilot and something from the Mandalorian. Carson Teva is coming as an X-Wing, but he's a chase, which I think is bad form. I don't
Right.
think like you should be putting main characters as chases. I understand it's an X-Wing and people already have like 3 or 4 X-Wings, and if you're a collector of Micro Galaxy Squadron, but I just thought that was bad.
Yeah. I wish they
Um,
just get rid of them or put like the weird stuff because I thought that's what. Oh, well, I know Max isn't there anymore, but I think that's where he was going. He was, you know, we shouldn't have made a land speeder a chase, which is something everybody wants.
yeah.
Um, so they were going to do the oddball stuff chases, which is what I think they should have done, but whatever.
They have 2 Imperial Walkers, AT-ATs, AT-AT, whatever you prefer. I don't care. I'm not here for that argument today. But uh they're the Mandalorian version, so they kind of look like they're pieced together or repaired with different pieces.
Okay.
Um, but it's like, oh great, here's your 5th AT-AT in the line.
Yeah.
It's okay, enough of that mold.
Right.
Um,
And it's $60 each. Those are hard sells.
yeah. There's also more chases, the blind boxes. I remember Bosk in a speeder.
Hmm.
I don't know if it was IG-88 or IG-11, but it is that assassin droid with a speeder bike. And then it was Ezra with like wings. Was he trying to fly at one
Oh
point? What?
no. damn it, you're gonna. Okay, so yes, he did fly. That was when he went to rescue Hera from the Imperials. That was Jedi Knight, and we all
Oh,
know
it's
what happened with in on that
well,
episode with Jedi Knight.
yeah, maybe that's why I don't remember him trying to fly with wings.
Yeah, no, they had because there were some, is it Mordocs, um, that were on the Imperial base, and
Sure.
they were trying to get in there, and they were like, well, we can disguise ourselves as Mordocs and fly in. God,
So that's coming.
sorry, that's you want to hear some childhood trauma, or bring up some trauma, bring up Jedi Knight from Rebels.
Well,
Every other Rebels fan understands.
can I pull it up somehow? Micro Galaxy action. Is this in this group? Let me see, because then I could share my screen and you can just see it.
Yeah.
Nope, that's not it.
You didn't go to a weird site, did you?
No, it's Micro Galaxy, but it's the one that a lot of the guys are from South America and a lot of it is Spanish.
Uh-huh.
Um, Micro Galaxy Squadron. Maybe it's this group. Yeah, it's this group. It's riveting. I know. This is great podcasting,
It's great.
especially for those in their car who can see this stuff, but I'll do my best to try to
Well, we did
describe and
while
share.
you're dodging this, while we're trying to fill time, we did get an email from somebody. Hey, let me help you out with your YouTube channel. And I'm like, dude, I'm good. Uh, yeah. Oh, look, no photos or videos right there.
What?
Nothing on the thing. It said no photos or videos. See right there on the bottom? No photos or
Oh,
videos.
that worked. Okay, this is the one. So here's the Imperial Walkers, and you can
Yeah.
see on the legs, this is different shaded gray. This one does peel apart, so you probably played a
That's kind of
scene.
cool. The other ones do it like that. Go that far?
I don't have mine open, so I can't
Yeah, and
tell. I
I
can
put
open
mine
mine.
up, and I never took it up, never played with it again.
Well, I still have. I'm just so freaking busy. I have all these ideas. I have two snow speeders right here. I have an Imperial Walker downstairs. I want to create a diorama in the snow
Uh-huh.
of that scene, but I just don't have time for this.
Right.
So maybe I'll open my Imperial Walkers and check it out. But it does have lights and sound. It does open up. The top kind of peels off open. The side opens up, so you can play with the figures
Hmm.
inside. Then there's the shelf. It's tough to determine if some of this stuff is older or newer, especially out of the box. I can't keep these things straight. It looks like this is a Jedi Starfighter, but is that
That's Qui-Gon, I think.
Qui-Gon?
Yes.
Here's the blue E-Wing from Ahsoka with Lieutenant Callahan. It's not Callahan. It's something else, something like
Right.
that. Here's the prototype X-Wing from Rebels.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a holographic A-Wing. It's pretty exciting chase. That's
The
sarcasm.
holographic stuff was cool when they were limiting it.
Yeah,
You-
now it
wh-
seems like it's the 5,000 thing for the most part.
Well, you know what? And I'm cool with that. If that's what they want to make the chase,
That's a
make
good
that the
idea.
chase.
Yes, that's a great chase because I don't want it.
That's not what I want. Right. Well, that's the thing, is make it wantable, make people want it.
Some sort of police gunship.
That's from a lot of things. That's from
Yeah,
Ahsoka,
it's from Ahsoka. I thought it was
but
in Rebels
it
too.
was in Rebels also. Yeah. Well, but the only
So,
way I know it's from Ahsoka is because that's the because of whatever those things are called, the stormtroopers.
here's another.
That's actually pretty cool looking in red.
Yeah, it's General Grievous's ship, but it's a red hologram.
Yeah.
I think it appears as a red hologram briefly in Revenge of the Sith.
Okay.
This I'm not sure. It looks like a droid.
Yeah.
A battle droid. Maybe it's no, but they already released that the Viper droid
I
thing.
wonder, because without seeing that droid good enough and seeing just enough of that droid, it looks like he may have some kind of bandolier or something over him. There was a picture of one of the toys that
Yeah,
was one of those battle droids in Mandalorian armor.
yeah, we'll get to that.
So maybe that's him.
Maybe. So this is the light armor class that we're just reviewing all the new stuff. There's an A-wing right there. This is assault class, but if you notice, this has the first issue, so this is the first series. It's like
Yeah.
they're showing it all over again. Um, so this is the Klatooinian, but I can't see. It's from the Mandalorian. It's the Klatooinian pirate ship, but I can't see on the side which series this is because some of this stuff is old.
Yeah,
This is the
that's
series. This is the new Razor Crest,
mhm.
and I'll get to it in a minute. John Favreau was saying that it's just a new model. Like he lost his first Mustang, so he bought a second Mustang. It's just painted differently.
Okay. That
Um,
makes
ba-
sense.
Basically, and then so this is an older one, right?
Yeah, that's from Ahsoka. That's
This is
the
the little jet fighters from Ahsoka, but this is
yeah.
from a previous series. And then here's your Zet.
Okay, they did that wrong. Why did they do him underneath? He needs to be on top, but those are the wings.
Those are the
He
wings
that's the
from
right wings. They just have Ezra set up wrong. He needs to be laying on top of them.
yeah, it's Ezra's glider. But there's Bosk with a swoop bike. Here's one of the IG assassin droids with a speeder bike, and then this is a clone trooper with a clone bike.
Okay, so if
And
anybody finds that Ezra, I want him just because of what. Damn it. Anyway.
this is Series 10. I got this one, which is Rey on her speeder, and then I've got like three of the battle droids with the spider crab droid thing,
Mhm.
whatever. Um, and then this must be part of that line because this looks like Padme, or is that Anakin on a speeder bike? Is this Hunter? Here's Obi-Wan. Here's the
Uh,
clone trooper. So
Another
I
clone
just,
trooper.
and then this one I really want. It's
That's
the
kind of
the
cool.
tank from Rogue One where they're
Yeah.
transporting the Kyber. I want all the Rogue One stuff,
Hmm.
so I definitely want this one.
It's cool to see them bring in new ships, like a ship that you're like, that's cool. It's nice
Yeah.
seeing them do that.
Here's the
Uh,
Carson Tiva. It's one of 5,000. It's a chase.
So what are the is it 5,000 and 10,000 or
5,000 and 15,000.
15,000? Okay.
Is it 15 or 10? I
I
think
don't
it's
know.
15.
Go back. Let's look at the, okay. So finally, but I wish we also, why a chase? This is one I was looking for.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's a comment on Facebook. This is in
Yeah.
the Micro Galaxy Squadron group, so head on over there and be a member.
Yeah.
And
I
so,
do. It does feel like that used element, they're taking it a lot further in Mandalorian and Grogu because in some of the stormtroopers that we see, they're definitely,
yeah.
it's more, they're doing the used universe really hardcore in that movie.
Yeah, we can get into that because there is something that people have started making fun of, but I guess it's a thing in the show. So at Toy Fair, in advance of Toy Fair and everything they're showing off, they kind of announced ahead of time what's going to be shown off. It's
Mhm.
very, very clever of me to speak like this. I speak well.
My name
Um,
Jason.
I am, what's my name?
Why use many word when few do job?
Thank you. That's how I feel. Um, they're redoing the deluxe packaging. Deluxe is still a thing, but the card on the bubble, the card won't be as big as it used to be. It's a regular, bubble now, regular card size, 6x9.
Mhm.
It's not the extended one like Hammerhead, Momandedon. But instead, it's got a sticker on it that says deluxe on the bubble itself.
Yeah.
And the sticker looks like the early bird package, yellow and
Okay.
red burst that kind of came out of it. The ray.
Yeah, and I'm now that you say that, I makes sense.
So it's another Mando and Grogu will be the deluxe. The card is the same size. And Grogu can hold the jetpack. So with this one, you can have Mandalorian Din on with his jetpack on, and then Grogu looks like he's holding the back of the jetpack. So I would imagine that's going to happen at some point in the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, I'm looking at the Black Series version of it, but not the TVC. So
There's also an Imperial Remnant Snowtrooper, and the interesting thing about the Snowtrooper, I kind of felt like, oh great, these are all Imperials. Like it's all there's really not much in the vintage collection or even the Black Series that got me excited because
mhm.
it felt like repacks because these are the things that they repack over and over again.
Right.
And I was hoping for like new characters, like maybe a new Zeb or maybe this character who he goes up against that we don't know, like even the Hut, Rod of the Hut. Like maybe there's a Rod of the Hut coming and they haven't shown that off yet.
Right.
Imperial Remnant Snowtrooper, again, before I went on my rant. The interesting thing about this guy is the Snowtrooper has like a mask, a fabric mask on their face,
Yeah.
and that is off. So you see what's underneath that without that fabric piece.
Awesome.
There's a Remnant AT-AT driver. There's your AT-RT with a Remnant AT-RT driver, which is $70. A lot of people had problems with that price point
That is a bad price point for that. That should have been like $40 at the most.
at the most. Yeah. IG-11 is a Navarro Marshal. So Navarro has a new Marshal in town, and it's going to be interesting to see how they explain away Carl Weathers
He
since he's
probably just
he's
went
passed.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, no. I mean, they could be like, yeah, he can either be like he passed or he's on vacation.
yeah. Either way. And then there's the 4-pack of Imperial Remnant Stormtroopers. One of them does have a brown leg.
Yeah.
It's like he pieced together his armor from a shore trooper or something. The Intercoastal Defender Trooper is what it's officially called.
Okay.
For Black Series, it's Mando and Grogu. It's Colonel Ward, which is Sigourney Weaver's character in her X-Wing costume. So me being the glass is half empty today, it's like these are all repacks. I mean,
Yeah.
the pilot body is just reused from something else. Remnant ATR driver, Remnant Stormtrooper, and then there's a Target exclusive Remnant Stormtrooper with a brown leg.
Mhm.
They're also doing the white boxes again for first editions.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because at one point that Mando was going for a lot of money,
Right.
and I would go to toy shows, and when I would see one, it would pop out because that's the one I wanted. I never got it.
Right.
And that got up to about $250. But then slowly started coming down to 175, 150. I've seen them as low as like $100 now.
Wow.
So it was a thing at one point, but the prices came down, and I don't know if it means anything. It's just for those completionists. But at these price points, who's a completionist?
Right. Yeah, I remember I had the carbonized Mandalorian,
Mm-hmm.
and I had gotten it graded because I had a grading coupon, and it had gotten a 90. And I think I sold it for like $250. Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah. So I mean, but that's going back to my rant. That's why I'm not buying anything, because
Yeah.
it's like the stuff that you're losing money at this point.
No. I forgot to mention last week that they announced the TVC Merrick and 11th brother from Maul, but Merrick must be killed at some point so he can be reincarnated in Ahsoka. Because that's the character we all thought was a mystery. So it's like, who is that? Is that Ezra? Is it so and so? Is it this? And it just turned out to be a pile of gray smoke.
Right. I mean, he could, because part of that is the dark side, the witches and stuff. So I'm hoping that, I mean, they could go into that and he could pass, and then the witches could bring him back, because they do kind of, the only time you really see the witches really do some evil stuff is in Rebels.
Yeah.
You see it a little bit in Ahsoka, but then if you go back to Rebels, they're really evil. They're a lot more evil in Rebels.
And Clone Wars too.
Okay.
And then that 11th brother is the crow looking oh my gosh, what is it called? Inquisitor.
Yes.
And so now that he's got the 11th brother title to him, you can definitively say that there was the Tales of the Jedi, which had that moment with Ahsoka and fighting that 11th brother, and was completely like taken out of one of the books.
Uh-huh.
And so it was like the same scene, same scenario. She's cut off her force. Here comes an Inquisitor. She fights. She saves the town. And everybody thought that it was like retconning what came in the book, or they're trying to tell what happened in the book, but they're two different Inquisitors.
Mm-hmm.
And so the same situation happened to Ahsoka twice, where she was out of town. She was cut off from the force, and a Inquisitor came down. She fought them both, and then she kind of carried off and did her thing. So
What kind of reward was she after to go out? What kind of side quest was she on?
I don't know. She had cut herself off from the force and was in hiding.
Yeah, I know.
So who knows?
Yeah.
So that's coming for the vintage collection. And then also today, which is, like you said, Valentine's Day, they announced the new retro collection.
Uh-huh.
The two new figures, which is Wedge Antilles and Captain Antilles, which begs the question, is Antilles a common name like Jones or Smith? in the Star Wars universe.
It might be.
I don't think these two are related, but I don't
Huh.
remember.
I'd like to where I saw that somebody had shared that in one of the chats.
Narayan shared it in the club page, so if you want to check over there.
So it's
But
in the club page.
also, Steve Evans is the originator of that. So you can go over to Instagram and pull up his account. He's sharing the Wedge Antilles and Captain Antilles figures that are coming for retro collection. And yeah, I like it. I wish it was more Cantina stuff. I guess the only Cantina adjacent thing is Garridan, but I don't know. I let's get something more exciting.
Yeah, it does. Weren't they supposed to be like going back to Tatooine or doing some crazy stuff?
They did
Or
that with the vintage collection.
okay,
We'll see what they do next year because next year there's supposed to be more retro collection than just 6 figures. They're going to do a
Mhm.
lot more to celebrate the 50th anniversary of Star Wars.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking at the retro line right now, and I don't get why they would have done the droids, but I get the other figures. I mean, the Captain Antilles and the Wedge Antilles, they make sense, because it is a to me that's a pot of the Rebel one of we wanted or didn't no we didn't get a Rebel pilot in the original 92, not a pilot, a Rebel character. They were all Imperials, right?
For the most part, I mean, yeah, yeah. I guess the closest thing was X-wing pilot Luke, but
Yeah.
and he looks so generic, he could be anyone.
Right. Yeah, I was listening to Force, of course, and Ted was going over his toys, and he got to Rebel Luke, and everybody was like, "That's Luke." So, and that's, I mean, yeah, you could make anybody.
I
I mean,
didn't
I guess,
recognize him with the red arm. Sorry,
right. I wonder if they kind of did that on purpose to where you could army build that guy if you wanted to.
maybe.
Um, but yeah, it's a very generic looking figure. Especially now that they're doing like I'm looking at the Wedge, and you could take his helmet off and you put his helmet on and he could be anybody.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess if prove me, am I wrong for saying I don't like the droids or I don't get the droids? I mean, do people want the droids?
Yeah, I think so. I think I think people are hungry for new retro style figures,
Uh-huh.
so they like it. I don't think they like the frequency 6 figures a year.
Yeah.
I think they would like to have more, especially at the price point, because they're essentially $10 a figure, which is
Which is a
a,
good price.
yeah, compared to what you get for Black Series and the vintage collection. A lot of people are like, this is more nostalgic for me, and this is what I prefer, and it's affordable.
Right. The the only thing I don't like about the retro line is you've got to buy 5 or 6 of them. You got to buy a pack. They don't single sell them.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's enough people out there that are buying the packs and breaking them up.
Hmm.
So at a toy show, you may be 12 may pay $12 for the figure, but you can get the one figure you want out of the 5 pack.
Um,
But
also also available is a new 4-pack of Droid Factory BDX droids from Disney. Those are the little ones that kind of walk. They don't kind of
yeah,
walk. They do walk, and they're different colors. They're making a 4-pack that'll be available at Disney parks and online. And they also appear in The Mandalorian, so there is a tie-in there, but
well, yeah.
little tiny droids.
You know what? I've been kind of waiting for them to tie this stuff in Batu into the stories more than just, oh, we're going to throw a character in Batu. So maybe that's the start of something.
Maybe this is the start of something beautiful
Yes.
and
And
new.
maybe we'll finally be able to listen to John Williams when we go into the East Coast of Batu whenever I decide to go back. But the thing that I mean, I know we're not a Disney podcast, but like right now, it's like, okay, there's 5 years. There's going to be 5 years worth of construction projects at Disney World. And then when the 5 years is up, there's going to be so many people that are going to go to Disney World to see those couple of lands they're working on that you might as well just like for the next 10 years, just be like, Disney World is just not on my radar unless you want to deal with construction or crowds.
Each their own.
Yeah, and that may be why people are not going to Disney World because they may be going the same boat I'm in. It's like
Could
why?
also be that it's too expensive.
It's part of it. Well, did you see that? Who was it? Was it one of the CEOs? Not Bob Iger. Was it Bob Iger? No, it wasn't Bob Iger.
My
Uh,
buddy,
no, not your buddy. He was the old CEO that they had.
oh, Michael Eisner.
Michael Eisner was like Disney World's too expensive,
Yes,
and they're
I think
nickel and
he's right.
diamond, huh?
Yeah, he's right.
He is
Well,
right.
as much love that Josh Tomorrow's getting as the new CEO, he's also the one that kind of oversaw the lightning lane, so removal of fast pass, reservations. A lot of this stuff was under his tutelage.
Right. Well, I mean, and the sad part is when we went in 2019, I didn't realize how special it was. A special trip, but I didn't realize how special it was until like years later when you're looking at it. I had fast passes, we had the cups, the reusable cups for the hotel, we had the dining plan, and it's like I'm never going to be able to go to Disney for that cheap ever again for that length of time. So yeah, it just really stinks that they've done that to Disney anyway. So I mean, I don't know. And plus now the fact that they're, it's oh, you can go to Tokyo for almost the same price as going to Orlando, which
The problem.
yeah, there's a problem. Disney, fix yourself, please. Anyway,
Uh, so then they also
we get so off track, but you know what? It's
back to
fine.
Toy Fair.
Back to Toy Fair.
They also released some of their action verse line figures.
Yeah.
The 5 POA kind of goofy looking ones. They're not exactly realistic, but they
Yeah.
5 point articulation. And like you said, there's a new guard droid. It's a battle droid, but it's like all done up. He's got like a fur cape and he looks different and he's painted differently with a snap that we saw in episode 1. These are the little bicycles that fly around that the BD droid, not the BD droids, the battle droids fly around on.
Yeah.
So that's coming to the movie. There's a Grogu and Anzalian pack with with their ship. So I guess the Anzalians have their own ship they fly around on, and maybe we saw that in the trailer. And Grogu, I guess, flies at them,
Yeah,
flies
that
with
would
them
make
at some
sense.
point.
Yeah.
And then there's also an ATRF that's coming to that line.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why they would do that line and the retro line unless they're trying to. The only thing I could think of is they're it's for two different audiences,
Yes, yes, that's what it's for.
and that's for like 10-year-olds. But then
Yep.
again, huh? You think it's younger than that?
Yeah, no, I think it's the 6-year-olds.
Yeah, 6, 7-year-olds.
Yes, 6, 7. We're hip.
Um, yeah, so I think that would be the difference there. And then, like when you get into like 10, 11, that's when the retro line is going to come into effect. Oh, Jason is checking his 3D printer. Is everything
Yeah.
okay? Is
Yeah, I
was
just
it
gotta
just
pause. I gotta switch out filament, but I just wanted to pause it before it started freaking out. I'm in
before
control.
you I'm the captain now.
I'm the captain. A couple other things about Mando and Grogu. It's reported that the budget's like 165 million, so I just rounded up to 166,
Mhm.
which is the lowest, the cheapest of the Star Wars films produced by Disney,
Yeah.
which it's like this thing has they need to start marketing it and they need to make it seem bigger than it is because I heard someone reference it as a TV movie.
Yeah. Ooh, that's bad.
Yeah, it's so you got to get out there, you start marketing this thing, start changing people's mind, getting them excited for it. This is a Star Wars movie. This used to be the thing that people anticipated and loved and couldn't wait for, and I feel like everyone's just yawning over it.
It really you would think that, I mean, yes, they have the big things in the theater and stuff, but where's my advertisements? Where, except for the one advertisement, it's coming out in May, right? 4 months away,
Yeah,
3.5 months away. They
yeah,
should be like, you should be seeing that stuff on the TV unless they don't, want people to forget about it, and be
yeah.
like overdone with it. But there is no hype. I mean, I remember there, when Star Wars came back, like we talked about last week, when uh Phantom Menace came out, we were hyped up for a year on that movie.
Yeah.
And this one is like,
Nothing.
it's Mandalorian and Grogu.
Nothing. There's very little going on with this movie in terms of marketing and excitement.
Yeah, I mean, and
Um,
truthfully, the most exciting thing I think about this movie is that Zeb's going to be in it. And I know I'm a Rebels fan, so I'm jaded, but it does feel like that's the only thing people are excited about.
yeah. And this is a thing that I've wanted to see for a while. I wanted to see the post Return of the Jedi stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, nothing, blah. So if it's
I
100,
mean, yeah.
if it's 166 million
All right.
with marketing, it's about another 150 million. The movie will need to make just over 300 million to break even,
Right.
which isn't that bad for a Star Wars movie. I think it can be done.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to make 700 million.
No.
Unfortunately, I think it's going to top out like at a $500 million movie.
Do you think it would have a resurgence like on Disney Plus?
Yeah, I think a
People,
lot of people will wait for it to come on Disney Plus.
right? I mean, and truthfully, I look at it and I'm like, yeah, are people gonna subscribe to Disney Plus to watch that movie? I know there's there's all kinds of numbers and people mess with those things, and are people gonna subscribe to Disney Plus to watch that movie?
Hmm. I don't know. Probably.
Yeah, I'm nervous about it because I know there's a lot that hinges on it, but then hopefully they'll be like, let's see what Starfighter does.
But John Favreau is probably not going to do much more with the Mandalorian and Grogu post this movie.
Okay.
There was a launch event that was happening at Toy Fair, and they showed off a bunch of toys, and then John Favreau came out and talked to some of the press that was there to see this event.
Yeah.
He said, I've been working on Star Wars now for 7 years, and to be able to step up to do it as a film feels like the culmination of what I'm working on. So
Okay.
sounds like he's okay with walking away. He also said, and this is where I was talking about earlier about the Razor Crest, there's some stuff that people may have gotten clues to. He's in a Razor Crest now, which is the ship he originally had. He's in the same model of ship.
Mm.
Grogu has leveled up. We saw that he trained with Luke and time has passed, so he's got a little of the Jedi influence. And then he's also an apprentice Mandalorian. So it's time for Dad to bring him on an adventure. And pretty
Right.
soon there'll be a few more clues out there in the world. So hopefully that means we'll get another trailer soon.
Yeah. I want to see more, but then I'm also kind of like, I'm okay with not seeing a lot more. I like going into stuff blind a little bit and have some
Yeah.
surprises. Um, but there needs to be better advertising for this movie, like what we said, and get some people hyped up for it. Yeah, I mean, Mandalorian Jedi, that's kind of awesome. But then again, I look at Grogu and his silly little Mandalorian chess piece, and I'm like, that looks stupid. So I don't
It's
know.
supposed to be cute. It's not supposed to be realistic.
Yeah,
I think
maybe
they're leaning into that cuteness.
it's just not for me. That look is not
It's not
targeted
for
for
you.
me.
Yeah. Um, and then there's a rumor that according to Production Weekly, Skeleton Crew is a go.
The
It's
second
official.
season, yeah.
Yeah. Season 2. What did I say?
You
Skeleton
just
Crew.
said you didn't say season. You just said Skeleton Crew.
Yes, season 2's in the works. So I guess we'll be seeing more of AT-AT and
Yeah, I would like to see that. I mean, I thought they wrapped it up nice and neat and put a pretty bow on it. But it definitely, I think it also left some interpretation there. So I mean, you can come back in 5 years or however long it's been that the kids have aged,
yeah.
and be like, okay, this is 5 years later, and just be like, okay, there was a 5 year time jump in it, and this is how Atten has done in the last 5 years.
Yeah, I'm curious if this is the first thing that Filoni put in production.
Huh.
Because here we are, 6 weeks into the new year.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's like, I like that. I need that. If I'm going to do the movie, the crossover event, I need the people to be familiar with these characters.
Yeah.
And then this I detest. This
Okay.
piece of news I detest.
Let's hear it.
Mark Millar. Do you know who he is?
I can look him up.
He
Who
did
is
the
he?
Kick-Ass comic book.
Okay.
He did Wanted, that
So he's a
movie.
comic book guy.
Yeah, he's a comic book writer. He's got his own universe, but then he landed a deal with Netflix. I think one of them was Jupiter Ascending, and it just completely bombed. And they were going to do a whole like Mark Millar universe on Netflix, but I guess because this thing didn't have any foundation, they decided to just kind of walk away from it.
Mm-hmm.
So Mark Millar doesn't have the responsibility of putting together all these shows for Netflix. So he's back to writing comic books. And he's writing a Star Wars Marvel crossover comic book. Allegedly.
Ooh,
Rob
allegedly.
Liefeld, who I can't stand, he did Deadpool, ask him to draw some feet and shut up. He says that that's something he heard, and then Bleeding Cool did some research and they did some digging and they found out that there's some truth to that rumor. So yeah,
I okay, I know you're not happy with that, but
I'm not happy at all. I know
I,
it's go ahead.
I'm kind of surprised it took them that long to do it when you think about it.
Yeah.
Because are you gonna throw, Professor X in with Luke Skywalker and let them battle it out in the mind?
This is so stupid. It's so stupid. Is Doctor Doom gonna fight Darth Vader?
You know what? Here, because it's just like the Visions cartoons. Just make it not canon and turn your brain off and enjoy it.
It was a joke in Parks and Rec. Patton Oswalt was up there doing a filibuster and he started talking. He
Yeah.
started talking. It was a joke. He was joking. He was making fun of it. The synergy of Disney. And here it is. Here's the comic book. I'm not gonna read it. It's not gonna be for me. I hope people enjoy it.
Yeah, I'll wait for the trade paperback to come out.
It's just
So here's something funny. Were we done talking about Toy Fair, or
that's all I had.
That's all you.
I have some other toy news that we can talk about in a comment on YouTube, but that's it for the.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So it just struck me, and I didn't I'm not going to write this down, so I want to remember it. So Shrinking on Apple TV is got Harrison Ford is one of the main characters in it. And I forgot what they call it, but he's just like, it's not the Force, but it's like totally the Force. He was just like, there's this guiding light kid, and it tells you sometimes it just happens. And, basically karma, his version of karma. And I'm like, that's just the Force, man. Just call it the Force. Come on.
That's not how the Force works.
It was just funny coming from the guy who played Han Solo. Now he's talking about the Force in another TV show.
Yeah, the writers did that on purpose. And he had to sign off on it before he did it because
it's just they don't call it the Force, but it's still it starts with an F.
Yep.
And I don't remember what it's called, but it's just like I just find it. I was just like, dude, that's the Force. Just say what it is and stop talking around it, because it's totally just like the Force. And he's like, there's this guiding thing, and sometimes stuff happens, and it'll lead you wherever you need to go. And I'm just like, oh, dude,
I'll have to watch that show.
Dude, it's such a good show. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Some piece, I don't know, it's not Star Wars, but some pieces have moved around on the chessboard a little bit. So Playmates lost the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line, the master license, and they've had it for like 35 years. Now it's with Mattel. And this summer, so Mattel will be making Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures starting in 2028, I believe. Maybe it's 27. Either way, that's changed, but there's a mashup with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joes coming this summer.
Okay.
To continue up with that mashup talk we were talking about and how it seems to be a trend. I know Ninja Turtles are a little different because it's just been part of their DNA. The action figures they did, like Godzilla, they did monsters, they did moon landing turtles.
Turtles and G.I. Joe. So I looked it up. He says he calls it the Field.
The Field.
It's
pretty close to the Force.
Yeah, it's pretty close to the Force.
They're winking there. They shouldn't call the show Shrinking. They should call it Winking. Winking at the audience.
So yeah, it's like, totally. So they're gonna totally abuse the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again.
Probably. That's the way of the future, though. And then Harry Potter is now with Hasbro.
Ooh, so we could do.
So I'm sure they're going to make action figures based on the previous movies, the previous 8 movies, and then they're going to make action figures based on the TV show that's coming out next year.
Right, and then they'll make some with Jedi robes.
Yes, and then we'll find them at Ross without their Jedi robes. Running joke. Go back and listen a couple months ago.
Oh, geez.
And then at Piston Stop _ perspective said, I personally love hearing about Rogue Fun. It. I certainly love hearing about Rogue Fun. Keep it up, promote your brand. I think the episode being significantly shorter than last week may have been what did it. However, listened. So thank you for that. I appreciate the feedback.
Yes.
I'm glad someone is listening to us talk
Yeah.
Rogue Fun.
So yeah.
It's a very news heavy week.
Well, that's okay. There's Toy Fair.
Yep. And there might be more stuff revealed. I know Lego revealed a couple stuff. They've got their 6+ line, which is a step up from Duplo, but it's not advanced for like a regular set.
Yeah.
And they have like a new cantina coming out and stuff. And they have
They're doing
that.
another cantina?
Yeah, but it's like a cantina front. It's almost like Streets of Tatooine,
Okay.
but it's like very, very limited
Mm-hmm.
because it's for younger kids. It's like to get them used to these smaller bricks in preparation for the bigger project someday.
Right.
Maybe there was a gap in their product line in terms of ages of kids using it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's coming too. Legos for Mando and Grogu. There's an Anzalian ship. There's a X-wing.
There's a new Razor Crest.
There's a new Razor Crest. A new
with Zeb.
Yep. So.
Oh my God. So I'm just scrolling and there it is. There's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and G.I. Joe crossover.
I'm gonna have to go soon.
Yeah, no, that's good. We were right at an hour, so I figured we'd be wrapping it up. So yeah, so real quick, I found the G.I. Joe Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles crossovers. Those look bad. There's some that looks okay, but it's like why? Unless they just are trying to get people's money.
Yes, so. A company wants money. That doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make.
That doesn't track.
The Shredder and Cobra Commander is okay, but it's like here's a guy with muscles and we're going to put a Cobra Commander face on him, and then you got Bebop, Bebop and Rocksteady, and then Destro with the guy in his stomach. That's pretty funny. Crane, and then you've got April O'Neil. That's I don't know her name, but she's the
is it Scarlet?
It's Scarlet.
I'm a G.I. Joe guy.
That's basically the same figure. You're just put an April O'Neil head on Scarlet.
Yeah.
And I don't know all like Donatello, Leonardo is Snake Eyes, and then you've got Michelangelo is the guy with
Roadblock. Duke.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I don't know either. And then the evil turtle is Storm Shadow, which I'm like, okay, there's a couple that make sense, but for the most part, I'm like, why?
Well, if you collect it, I hope you enjoy it. Really.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy those figures. Have fun in collecting your 5th line of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep. The only other thing I wanted to say was that for Rogue Fun this week, we've announced our exhibit. So we're putting together a cantina exhibit of like 22 or 24 different cantinas at different scales, at different products, everything from models to Legos to Hasbro to customs to everything, cardboard. So that'll be on display. It's one of the rooms that we showed off. It's the smaller of the 3 rooms. And that'll be a walking exhibit that people kind of go in and out, flow through and check things out and maybe get some ideas.
Yeah. It'd be kind of cool.
And that's all.
Yeah, the pictures I'm seeing, it's going to be pretty crazy.
And so if you have any comments, feel free to leave those on YouTube or mail us. So thank you for listening to the Smugglers Galaxy Podcast. I was getting ahead of myself.
You really are. You're like, I got a phone call. I got to go. I got stuff to do. I'm important. I've got places to be. This podcast.
I'm anything but important. I'm just busy. If you could, please leave a like and a 5-star review of the show where you listen. It really helps us out and points people to our show. You could follow us on social media. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Send us an email or message us. We love feedback. We'd love to make you part of our show. Our email address is smugglersgalaxy@gmail.com. Thank you to Alfonso Riviera for the Smugglers Galaxy logo. And thank you to Levi Waterhouse for the music. People, collect for the love of it. # vote with your wallet. Pass on what you've learned. Be a positive force in the collecting community. This is the way.
This is the way.
Is it too much?
It
Is
was
it too much energy?
oh
This is the way.